Today's class is just an easy stretch and release flow. We will need some props for this class, a pillow and a yoga block. So go ahead and grab those and I'll come and meet you on the mat. We'll start with our balanced breathing today, in through the nose for a count of 4, out through the nose for a count of 4, just 3 total times. Close your eyes, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your right hand onto your heart and your left hand onto your belly and repeat in your mind, may these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Return your hands onto your knees. Open your eyes. Stretch your head over towards your right shoulder. Your right hand will come over the top and reach to the top just above your ear, and you'll stretch your left hand away from you with the fingertips tented onto the floor. Taking a nice stretch through the side of your neck, allowing your head to be heavy and hang towards your right shoulder. Continuing that balanced breath pattern, inhale through the nose about a count of 4 and exhale out the nose to about a count of 4. So it's balanced and even. Release your hand, lift your head, tilt it over to the left shoulder. Left hand comes up and over. Gently place the weight of your hand onto your head. Right fingertips will come onto the mat. You'll drop your right shoulder away from your ear, making as much space as you can between your ear and your shoulder as you stretch through the side of your neck and breathe deeply and fully. If ever it hurts to sit in this crisscrossed position, you're welcome to sit on your block or to sit on your pillow as well. Lift your head back up. Cross your right arm over, take a hold of it and pull it in towards your chest. Try to drop your shoulder down away from your ear and hug it in as closely as you can to get a nice stretch through your arm and through your shoulder. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Keep hugging your arm in towards you. Release and change. The left arm crosses over. Hug it in. Release the shoulder down away from your ear. Try to straighten that arm that's extended and pull it in towards you to get a nice stretch through your arm and shoulder joint. Release it down. Move into all fours onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath, lift your hips, and come into a down dog. Go ahead and bend your knees as deeply as you need to here. And we'll tread through our feet, lifting the right heel and then the left heel, bending the leg of the lifted heel. Just walking the feet out back and forth, one foot to the other foot. And then if you can, try to release the heels down towards the mat, shoot your tailbone up to the ceiling, and press your chest back towards your thighs. Your feet will be about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. And then begin to slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. You can open your legs wider here if you need to, and fold your chest down towards your legs. Now go ahead and shake your head out yes and no to relieve any tightness or holding. Sink a little lower. You can always bend your knees. Just try to sink your chest into your thighs. Inhale, look forward. And we're going to grab our block here. We'll move our feet out wider and turn them out. And we'll come into a squat. So you can arrange yourself. I need to move my feet more forward until you're in a comfortable squat position. If you don't need the block, you can release the block and just come into a regular squat. Your elbows will push the outside on the inside of your knees to open up your hips. Your hands will come together, and you'll try to lift your chest up as much as you can to sit up as tall as you can as you open up. If you cannot get your heels down flat in a squat, go ahead and sit on your pillow. Go ahead and sit on your block. The block's a little more stable and sturdy than a pillow. And then we'll reach our hands down, lift our tailbone back up to the ceiling one more time. Walk your hands out slightly and bend your knees to come down all the way to sit onto your heels. Your hands will come behind you, your fingertips will point forward, and this might be enough of a stretch for you. We're going to stretch our ankles. So if that's a good stretch, stay there. If you need a little more, lift your knees up off the mat, and you'll keep your thighs and your knees together as much as you can. And you'll lift up and you'll feel a nice stretch through the front of your feet and into your ankles. Release down. We'll move back into our tabletop on all fours to go into our cat-cow. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Then you'll tilt your pelvis to the ceiling as you lift your chest and look up. And exhale, round the spine, tuck everything in. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, look up. Exhale, protract the shoulders, press them away as you tuck everything in towards your belly button. Inhale, pelvis lifts, head lifts. Exhale, pelvis tucks, head tucks. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, round and pull it in. Inhale, tilt, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Come back to your neutral position and move to grab your pillow. And we will place our pillow in front of us. I like to double mine up so I have a little more range. Elbows will go about into the middle of the pillow. You'll place your palms together, sink your head down towards the floor, and allow your palms to go over your head and touch the middle of your back. Your hips will stay high, and your knees can be as wide as is comfortable for you. And it's just melting your heart down towards the mat. So this pose is melting heart. And you're trying to open up your chest and release your heart down so it's melting down onto the mat. Go ahead and straighten the arms as much as you can now, leaving them on the pillow but trying to lengthen them out in front of you. It'll give you a little extra stretch in your shoulders and in your chest. Keep breathing. Wonderful. Beautiful stretch. Just letting everything release out. Look up. Slowly walk yourself back up. Can move your pillow off the mat and come into a seated position on your bum. The right leg will stretch out. The left leg will bend into the inner thigh. You'll turn your chest towards your foot. Option 1, take your pillow and just release your chest, your head, and your hands down onto the pillow. Option 2, reach your fingertips forward and lengthen your spine. And option 3, release as far down as you can go over that leg. So it's chest to leg rather than head or nose to knee. Want to release the chest down so we're getting a nice stretch through the back. And it doesn't matter if you're doing it with the pillow. It doesn't matter if your fingertips are on the mat and you're just reaching forward. All of those will have benefits for you. So take it where it feels good, where it's comfortable. And we'll lift up and out of that pose and we will change sides. Right leg will come in, left leg will go out. Turn your body towards the leg. Again, option 1 is on the pillow. Option 2 is fingertips and lengthening the spine forward. Option 3 is releasing down and sinking your body towards the leg. Trying to lay the chest onto the leg if you're going all the way down. Otherwise, just take a nice relaxing stretch on your pillow or stretch that chest forward with your fingertips down onto the mat. Always remember your breath. It's very important to help your body release and let go. Look up, walk your hands back in. Soles of the feet will come together into a butterfly. We have some options here. Again, you can lay onto your pillow on your feet, or You can roll your shoulders forward this time, so a round spine. Palms will rotate up to the ceiling, and you'll release your head and chest down. It's coming into an easy, relaxed stretch over your legs. So your chest will not be onto your thighs or onto your feet here. You're going to round the spine and just release and let your body hang over your legs, either with or without the pillow. Walk yourself back up. We'll twist, taking the left hand onto the right knee, lifting up nice and tall and twisting to look back behind your left shoulder. Release back to center. Right hand onto left knee, twist and look behind you. Keep breathing. Allowing the hips to open and release. Try to find length through the spine. Release back to center. Close your knees. Cross your ankles comfortably. Move yourself back to a tabletop position. We'll step the right leg forward, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Fingertips will stay onto the mat. And you can stay just as we were with the chest up, lengthening forward, or again, you can release down to fold over your leg. Try to square your hips off to the back of the mat and really flex through your foot to stretch the whole back side of your leg. It's fine if you're just up on your fingertips. You can also place your hands on blocks, and that'll help be a little more gentle of a stretch. Let's switch sides. The left leg will come forward. Flex the foot. Either just stay there or fold the chest down to the leg, really flexing through the foot, trying to lengthen through the leg as much as possible. So trying to get your knee all the way straight. Imagine that you can open up the back of your knee. That helps me to straighten my knees. If I think about lengthening the back side of my knee. And inhale, look forward. Step that knee back to a tabletop position. We'll walk our hands forward here just a little and drop the hips down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to open your chest and lift your head up. So we're in an upward facing dog, getting a stretch through the front side of our body. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades as much as you can. That will cause the chest to have to open. Compress your hands down firmly into the mat as you lift and look back. Now shift your tailbone back over your heels into a child's pose. Your hands will come right beside your legs with your palms rotated up to the ceiling and your forehead onto the mat, so you're making a complete ball with your body. And just let everything go. Let your shoulders round, let your arms just hang as you release fully. Roll yourself back up. Take your pillow, lay it flat down onto the mat. Your left forearm will come onto the pillow. Your left leg will extend behind you. Your right leg will come to the side like half of a frog pose. You'll bend your left leg and reach around with your right arm to grab your toes. Your belly is okay to lay onto the pillow. So you're not on the belly, you're rotated more to the side, slightly twisted open. Give a stretch through your quad and through your hip. It's like a cat reaching back to grab its tail. Release that down. Place your hands on the mat. Lift yourself up. Step your right leg forward and we'll roll it to the outside onto the shin. The pillow will move underneath our back hip just for some added support as we come into our pigeon pose. Try to square the hips off. You can stay up on your hands like this. You can drop down onto your elbows. Or if you have enough room, you can fully extend your arms forward and relax your head down onto the mat. Really work to press your back left leg, the hip of that back left leg down towards the mat so they're square. Having that pillow there will add a little extra support. The more 90 degrees your front leg is from your knee to your ankle, the more of a stretch you'll get in your glutes on the back side of your hip into your rotators. Look up, walk your hands back in, place your hands on the mat, bend your back leg, and as gracefully as you can, come up. We will change sides. The pillow will come flat onto the mat on your right side. Your right leg will go straight. Your left leg will bend into that frog pose where the knee is up and the ankle's down. You'll bend your right leg and reach around to take a hold of it with your left hand. So making a twist, opposite hand grabs opposite leg. Again, you're open through your hips so your belly isn't laying on the floor. The side of you is onto the pillow. The side of you is laying on your pillow, and you're opening your chest to turn. Release the foot, make your way back up and into your pigeon pose. The pillow underneath the right hip. 90 degrees or less with your front leg. You can stay on your hands, you can stay on your elbows, or go all the way down flat. Release your head down onto the floor. Breathe deeply here. This is a really nice, relaxing stretch. It can be intense, but it's great to open up those hips and relieve tightness in that area of our pelvis. So keep breathing as deeply as you can to allow your body to relax and let go. Walk yourself back up and move back to our tabletop. We'll come all the way onto our hands and our knees, and I'm going to turn to show you. Your right foot is going to step out to the side. You'll slide your hand down and reach your left arm up over your head into a gate pose. Your knee will stay down. You'll lift back up. Your hand can come onto the mat, or you can place it on a pillow or even on your block. If I can reach around and grab it. You'll place it on the block if you can't touch the floor. Otherwise, just reach to the floor, lift up and over, and get an opposite stretch through the front side of the body this time into that reach over. So you have a nice, beautiful reach from your toes all the way out through your body and all the way to your fingertips, looking to the ceiling with your gaze. And come back up, place your hands down. Right knee will come down, left leg will extend out to the side. Lift yourself up, slide your left hand down, lift your right arm up over your head, look under your armpit. Stretch through the side into our gate pose. Try to relax your shoulder. This is my tight side. It always looks a little funny. And then change, hand on the block, pillow, or floor. Reach up, long straight line from the toes all the way to the fingertips as you look to the ceiling. A nice long stretch. It feels so good. And lift yourself back up. We'll turn to the side onto both of our hands and knees again. Open the knees as wide as you'd like. You can release onto your pillow if you just want to relax and let go. You can put your head onto the pillow, or you can reach forward and place your forehead down on the mat into our child's pose. In this child's pose, we'll extend our arms forward. Again, trying to drop our hips as much as we can down onto our heels. If it's not comfortable to drop your hips to your heels, you can put the pillow in between your top leg and bottom leg, in between your knees, and release onto the pillow. Or if your knees are feeling tension, go ahead and do that. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths just to help us unwind and release a little more. This pose is very, very relaxing. It's a great pose to release tension in your hips and your lower back. So just try to quiet your mind and your body and breathe deeply as you hold here. And when it's time to come out, I will cue you and we'll move out of this pose together. Slowly lift your head and walk your hands back up. You can sit onto your pillow just for some added support here. And we're going to just do 5 breaths. Hands will come onto our knees. We'll try to stack our shoulders right over our hips and sit up nice and tall. We'll inhale to a count of 4 through our nose, but this time we'll exhale to a count of 4 through our mouth. We'll do that for 5 total times. Go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Open mouth. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Last time. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your right hand will come over your heart, your left hand will go onto your belly, and repeat in your mind, may these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Open your eyes, hands come together. Hope you feel relaxed and